what? This is an absolutely gorgeous day to have an errand to run on the longboard, boys. I need to go get me a HDMI cable and some bread. So I'm taking the car, I'm taking the board. Who needs a car? Not me. All sorted, all in the bag. The one thing that did almost happen though, as I came down, is I did nearly fall off. I hit like a perfectly triangular stone which wedged my wheel. So that was interesting. Thankfully I was going slow because I was going underneath the tunnel underneath the road. But I'm just pushing it at the moment. But yeah, I was like, what the fuck is that? I thought the motor locked up. That stone there, look, and that was the little scratch. I got caught under my wheel and kept driving, and that's where it stopped me. Okay, problem solved. If I ever need to use my work laptop now, then I've got that and that connected. This is now powered by HDMI instead of VGA, so the quality isn't trash. This VGA cable is my only good VGA cable. So basically what I've done is I've upgraded Atlas so that it's purely digital. It's in VGA from my work laptop to there because all of the monitors at work are DisplayPort, and I have a very specific configuration set up for DisplayPort. So here I want it there and there, whereas DisplayPort I nearly always want it there. This cable here is a piece of trash. It belongs to me in the bin. Right, okay, cool. I'm happy with that now. I'm happy. And then if I ever, all I need to do to ever swap between the two configurations is literally change the input source on that to that. Boom. A bit touch and go because this was only a metre long. It's a very tightly wired cable. But I thought it said 3 metres, but it didn't say 3 feet. Spent my afternoon today, well, we went out for a little bit of a walk because the weather was so nice. But spent my afternoon tidying up some testing I was doing for work. The testers been off, our team's testers been off ill for a couple of days. So, and I know that like there's at least 2 stories that are about to get hit, and I feel I feel bad if the story that's currently in test, if I didn't get that out of the way before he came back, and then get slammed with 2 other things, I'd feel really bad. So I've sorted that out. Otherwise, been doing a little bit of engineering work on my own stuff. I've been looking for some kind of CMS platform that does what I want it to do, and I just can't find it. What I essentially want is just somewhere to host blogs for me, but I have the site. You know what I mean? I can style the site as much as I want. Why don't you just have a blog then, Jimmy? Yeah, so that's the plan there, ladies and gentlemen. But I've like figured it out. I'm just going to throw something together now, using Azure functions and all that jazz, and Razor pages in order to generate the websites, and then they'll have like one blogging engine essentially that sits and provides blogs for all 3 of my sites. That's my plan of attack. Otherwise though, I've been struggling to get up at 2 in the morning. Been struggling, I have. God damn it. So I think Laura's out a lot tomorrow, so I should be able to get a good hit at programming. I think I'm just going to set my alarm for 6 in the morning, and then we will start getting up at 2 in the week. Yeah, that's the plan. I feel I can get enough out of tomorrow without getting up early. But yeah, god damn. I've been struggling. I've just in general been struggling with that since I stopped over Christmas. I've been struggling to get back into it for months now. I can only do it for like a week and then that's it. Whereas before Christmas I was doing it quite effectively. So I was doing some work on my laptop earlier, and I was listening to music on Atlas on the big screen, on the big thingy, and then I was playing Hearthstone as well in between things. And it Atlas blue screened, shut down, restarted. Didn't think much of it. Came back in here. I'm putting the washing away. I was going to play a cheeky little bit of Hearthstone while I was doing that. And my hard drives failed. And I don't know what to do about it. Like, so basically I had 2 hard drives. The SSD, which had the operating system on it, and like essential things, but basically the operating system, and that was about it. And I literally can't think. And things that I wasn't allowed to install to a secondary drive. The secondary drive was 2 terabyte hard drive, disk drive, which I installed all of the software on it, all of the data on it, things like Visual Studio, all of that trash. So I've tried to open up thing. It's like link is unavailable. Went into my computer. D drive's not there. Loaded up the boot settings. And wait, hang on. So that's my SSD. That's the disk drive. And it's supposed to be in one of these. And now I don't know what to do. I don't know what the solution is to this. You know? So that put a spanner in my day, mildly. So what the plan of attack is, I've taken out the hard drive, which was making a bit of a noise, so I thought take it out sooner rather than later. Instead that, I'm trying not to use Atlas as much as I can, so I've got my work laptop attached to that screen. I tried to get my Surface to attach to one of the screens, but the cable I've got isn't good enough, so it's just like really low quality basically. So it changes the work that I was going to do. Well, it drastically changed the work I was going to do today. Laura was going out with a work friend who had to cancel on her. So Laura's been here. I spent a little bit doing some work before my computer died. Then my computer died. Taking the hard drive with it. Had some lunch, watched Formula 1 while I fretted about it, tried to figure out what inside the box is actually a hard drive. It's times like this where it becomes very apparent that I'm a software guy, not a hardware guy. I'm like, where the fuck is my SSD? I still don't know where the SSD is. God knows. I know what the hard drive is, I could take it out, and I have taken it out, that's good. But I don't know where the SSD is. So the plan of attack is to... I've ordered a new hard drive and a data transfer cable, if that will work. 90% it was like £4. I'm pretty fucking confident it won't work. I think that hard drive's dead. And to be honest with you, it doesn't have anything on it that I care enough about to pay to get data recovered from it. Having said that, it has the past couple of daily vlogs on it, so we'll see how that one goes. There's that. Also, I'm working. So what I've done is I bought a replacement hard drive. When I buy a new computer, which I want to do soon, just can't do yet because of the house. I'm going to buy the hard drives I want for that, and then this hard drive becomes basically a third drive, which will be used extensively for recovery purposes only. So I'll have my massive SSD as my main drive, backup drive, probably another SSD, because I'm spending that much money on the fucker already, and then I've got this as a backup hard drive. That's my plan. I probably won't have it. I'll probably have a huge data drive, and then yeah. But what is? We're in that bit of drama. Bit of drams. So I'm going to change focus and work on. Oh, I hope I can get the data off that drive. Which ones did I already upload? I only uploaded a subset of the ones I'd finished, I think. Why do these things always come when you least expect it? If this would have happened in November, I would have literally just bought a new computer without a longboard. I would have just not gone and had a longboard. I'd been like, bang, new computer, happy birthday. God dang. Oh well. Right, okay, so what work can I do over the next couple of days? Well, in theory, the hard drive should come tomorrow, so I should be able to pick up the hard drive tomorrow, and I should be up and running again. But I've got to reinstall everything. The problem is I always use that backup drive essentially to store all of my software. All my software was installed on that drive because the SSD was so small. Because the computer's so old, the SSD was really expensive. And I think it's like 256 gigabytes, but it was so expensive at the time I bought it. I don't even think they made 512 gigabytes. Like, Dell definitely didn't sell them. Someone else might have done. I need to price up the replacement computer and then like leave it as a target to achieve over the next couple of months. Because that is the first sign. It'll only get worse now. More things, like the hard drive. Hard drives are supposed to be reliable, right? Compared to SSDs. In theory, now at the point where I'm just expecting other components to start failing. And I can live on my laptop. I can live for a little bit. So it's not urgent, but it's not ideal, you know? Right, we've had belly pork. This is an absolutely delicious cut of pork. And it's one of them things that's like really nice. Because you get like the crackling and the nice like buttery, melty meat. But it's one of the things that you don't want to have like at a restaurant or something because it's so cheap. It's like £4, like a massive piece of. It's great. Otherwise, we're about to head off to bed, do a lot of our normal jobs and what have you. And I've been having a bit of a tinker around with some stuff. I've got some errands to run tomorrow, and I have something else to do as well. Yeah, I've been looking at my blogging, the way I'm going to host my blogs. So I think I'm going to do that tonight when I wake up at 2. We are starting the drive once more. Atlas's hard drive should arrive tomorrow, so I can start sorting her out again tomorrow. But until then, I'm going to be working on my laptop. I'm not going to like do any work for things that I was doing purely on Atlas, just in case I can rescue some of the data from the drive. There's no point reinventing the wheel. There was one commit that I hadn't pushed up. God damn. Some things as well where like anything new. In fairness, nowadays most things we have are on the cloud, but it's always the newest stuff, the things that you want the most, that aren't in a backup. You know. God damn. Right. But we will wake up at 2 o'clock. We will do some serverless functions. Another day where it's a tad too damp, but I also think I need to tighten some screws in the motors. So this might not actually be too bad doing only one leg instead of 2. Why is this not capitalised? And as soon as you hit Bath, it's dry. It's just like the outer bit of the park and ride's wet. So I'm going to roll in. I'm not turning it on. There's no point turning it on this close. It will take me longer to get my remote out of my bag than it will just to scoot it with these wheels. Something tells me this nap is going to be a difficult one. Lovely. Lovely. It did. New drive has come, but I haven't like tried to install it or anything. It's Monday night, so it's shopping night. Big go. Also tightened up the belts and stuff on this because one of the belts was off ever so slightly, and we're shopping and then that, which is all great. So that hard drive's dead, which means that I've lost the daily vlogs from... To be fair, I think I've only lost one video, but I've lost a video nonetheless. It's just gone. It's dead. It's gone to the wind. It's on that hard drive. Literally, it's on that hard drive, probably edited as well, which is the biggest bitch. Where I used to edit it, also on the hard drive. Fucked it, basically, ladies and gentlemen. That's what you get for... It's because the SSD was full, and I used that drive as the main drive. What a dick. What a dick. But there's that. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to install the new drive, install the things that I need on it, but nothing else, because it did have a lot of shit on it. God damn, man. It's actually really frustrating. I've got a lot of old stuff on hard drive, on backup hard drives and stuff, but nonetheless, that is rather frustrating. What I'm going to do about videos now, because I'm going to like naturally catch up. I don't actually want to catch up yet, which isn't good. Tomorrow I should be going the entire way into work on the longboard. Should be good. Should be nice and dry. Although it has rained this evening, so maybe not, but probably. It rained a lot. Well, if I haven't said that, it has actually. Damn it. We'll find out, ladies and gentlemen. Otherwise, it's bedtime. This evening, I am going to... What am I going to do? Because today at work it was pretty busy, but I didn't really get much stuff done. So tonight I am going to finish off. I've been looking into functions. So last night when I woke up, I was doing Azure functions, and I've got a GraphQL endpoint in an Azure function. I was having some fun trying to get it running locally, which is interesting because I think I had some like issues with that. But I'm like looking into how like to do DI and all that kind of stuff, and essentially I'm going to have my web Razor pages talk to this GraphQL endpoint to get all of the information out of it. I've dropped the idea of having a CMS, and I'm just fucking smashing it into a Mongo database. Live the dream, boys. It's just a simple 3-tier thing, but I'm accessing the Mongo database via an Azure function rather than a full-on web app. So that's the boy. Could arguably have the Razor pages just talk to Mongo directly, but there's no fun in that, is there? There's just no fun. But I also want this function endpoint to be the endpoint that you talk to. So all 3 of my sites will go to it. That's the plan. That's the plan of attack. Anyway, so I'm going to play with that. I'm going to finish playing with that tonight. And then tomorrow I can worry about changing the hard drive over and setting up Atlas again. It's one of the days where the weather forecast says it's dry.
But do you trust it? Do you trust it?
It's probably not going to rain, but too many apps are disagreeing with each other. Like, they're not all, like, as of tomorrow, they're all consistently hot and dry. So I'm thinking, for now, I'm being very overcautious today by not going in the entire way. But yesterday I did, like, redo the motors and stuff, so in theory I could have not done it I'm making up excuses to not do it effectively. But we have like 4 different weather apps. The one that I normally trust is like bone dry all day, but Google's like 20% chance of at least a little bit of rain. BBC is like, yeah, there's going to be showers at 5, and I don't want to be stuck in Bath with my longboard and no way of getting back in it without like getting the train, you know. So that is why I'm driving. As of tomorrow though, it is literally like 20+ degrees sunshine. Today is like cloudy and threatens it, and I think if it wasn't so warm tomorrow I'd do it. But you know how like normally before any kind of like rain, before any kind of like hot weather, there's like a thunderstorm or something beforehand or just after. That's the thing I'm conscious about, and I think that's what all the weather forecasters are fighting over, is whether or not there's going to be a fucking storm or some kind of like rain showers before the temperatures start to kick up. But tomorrow, the longboard, boys. Okay, look at my shoddy screwmanship here. Look, boys, I don't know if you can see this, but look how much the belts have slipped. One of them, no, you can't see that, definitely not. One of them stops well after the other one. There's a good job I didn't come all the way in. It's difficult to do this and film at the same time, but god damn it. So if I just hold on to this, because of the safety pin in the thing, which is difficult to. Right, you ready? Look at that. That one stops spinning way after the other one does. Right, let's go back and tighten it up. Lunchtime, by the way. I came out for a spin because I'm having one of them days. Look who wasn't overcautious after all. It's raining. Fix up the board though in office repairs, which was all good. I took my toolkit and whatnot to work with me because I put it in my bag preemptively, expecting to longboard the entire way before I bottled it because of the rain. So that was good. Otherwise, today was a Tuesday. Frickin' Tuesdays. It's got to be my least favourite day of the week recently. I know it's always just like the day that beats me up a bit more than the other days. But there's that. Came back, had some pizza. Need to, like, we were looking into booking a holiday of some kind, or just some time off work. I think spent too long at work, effectively. Like, we've just been working since the new year. Since literally Christmas was the last time we had some holiday, and I feel like that's really burning. It's really starting to like tell its toll, and I'm like, I just need to take a week off for something. But we're like, we almost booked somewhere to go, but we were going to go for the entire week. And we're like, is that a bit aggressive? Because we're just going to like go somewhere in England, a bit like when we went to Cornwall last winter before Christmas. Do something similar to that, but just as two. But we think 7 days is a bit excessive, so we might go for a little bit less time than that. But we haven't booked it yet, but we're just planning it. Like I say, it's just like time's beating us up. Right, I'm going to end the video here though, ladies and gentlemen. God knows how long it is. I still haven't installed my new hard drive. So tomorrow, Wednesday, should be really nice and warm. Should be like toasty warm. Should definitely be longboarding. So there's that. Otherwise, we're doing something a little bit different because cinema after work, which should be good fun. Got me and Ben are going for our horror club, which is something we're starting, as this is the second horror film we've seen, so it's official. It's officially a club, so we can do that. We're gonna go see the A Quiet Place. It should be good. What else? That's that really. That's all that's going on in our little lives. I'm just knackered. I'm just knackered and I'm not getting anything done. It's really depressing. I'll catch you later, guys.